Alrighty guys, and welcome back to Star Wars Review. Today I'm reviewing Star Wars The Bad Batch Season 3, Episode 8, Bad Territory, which was directed by Nate Villanueva and written by Matt Mitchevitz and was released on March 20th, 2024, which this was probably my least favorite episode of the season so far. There was a lot of stuff I did like about it, but I just felt like it didn't wrap up in a satisfying way, and just kind of ended up feeling more like a setup episode. But in the episode, we see Hunter and Wrecker team up with Fennec Shand to get info on the Empire's M-count bounties and whatnot. And so the stuff with Fennec was pretty much most of the episode. But they find Fennec with the help of Fee, who tracks her down for them. But we see Crosshair and Omega stay on Pabu while Hunter and Wrecker go find Fennec, which she's at this space station. And they find her in this little cantina, and they try to make a deal with her to get the info. She knows about the M-count bounties, but they have to help her on a bounty mission of her own because they don't have enough credits to, pay her for the M-count bounty info. And she thinks them helping her out is good enough payment. So they head to this planet called Velo, where they need to track down this bounty hunter named Sylar Saurus, which he's a bug-looking dude, which I always like bug-looking dudes. But I also like the design of the planet. It's pretty much just a Louisiana bayou, but more Star Wars-like, so I thought it was an interesting design for a Star Wars planet. But we see them travel by water to Sylar's hideout, but along the way, Hunter and Wrecker have to take out some water mines, which takes a while, but after they're done, these crocodile, alligator-looking creatures attack them, and so they take care of them and get away, and they get to Sylar's hideout, and they find Sylar, who tries to escape, but they take care of him and capture him, which the scene does take place at nighttime, and sometimes in the Bad Batch episodes, there's scenes were a little too dark, and this one was one of the worst ones. Like, I could barely tell what was going on because it was too dark. So, I do think the lighting could have been a little bit better there. But, like I said, they captured Sylar, and so they head back to the ship. But while that was going on, we got some nice scenes with Crosshair and Omega back on Pabu. We see Crosshair finally get his hand checked out by AZ, who doesn't find anything physically wrong with his hand, and so he suggests to Crosshair that it might be a mental issue more than a physical issue, and that he would be able to figure out more what's wrong with his hand if Crosshair would just talk about the tests the Empire did on him, which just upsets Crosshair, who storms off. But later we see Crosshair practicing with his sniper, and he's once again missing shots, which Omega is there with him, and she tells him that AZ might be right, and that what the Empire did to Crosshair might be affecting him more than he realizes, which she says she does have an idea, but that he'll need to trust her, which he says, I'm not going to like it, right? Which she responds by saying, you don't like anything, which, Crosshair's like, yeah, that's true, which I thought was a funny moment. But we then see Omega's idea, which is teaching Crosshair how to meditate, which he doesn't fully understand how to do it and exactly what they're doing, but Omega tells him about how she learned to do it on Kashyyyk from Gungi and the Wookiees, and so Crosshair just decides to trust her and tries to meditate, which I did really love those moments with the two. I do wish we got one more scene afterwards, but I'm still fine with what we got. But the episode ends with Fennec, Hunter, and Wrecker back at the space station, as Fennec changes the terms of the deal, as she currently doesn't actually have any info to help the Bad Batch out, but she insists she'll find info and give it to them, which, Hunter and Wrecker don't really like this, but they don't have any choice but to take her word, so they let her leave in her ship, which we then see her fly away, but it stays with her as we see her talking to this mysterious hologram, telling them about the Bad Batch and how they're looking into the M-count bounties, which it seems like the person behind the hologram wants to know more about the Bad Batch, so Fennec sends over the info she has on them, And that's where the episode ends. Like I said, this was definitely my least favorite episode of the season. I liked the scenes with Omega and Crosshair, but that was kind of a smaller part of the episode. And like I said, I do wish there was maybe one more scene with them, but most of the episode was the stuff with Hunter, Wrecker, and Fennec, and I just wasn't into the bounty mission, and I do feel like the stuff with Fennec just didn't end in a satisfying way for me. Anyways, my grade for this episode is going to be a C+, so yeah. But next I'll review episode 9, The Harbinger, so you can check that out then. But in the meantime, check out my reviews on the first 7 episodes and all my other Bad Batch videos and everything else to do about even Star Wars review, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.
I was wrong. We can't just walk away. Not with the Empire imprisoning the kid. Secure her in a cell. Omega's been waiting for us a long time.